this is what my free-to-play account looks like after 44 days of progress. And honestly, now that I've hit Town Hall 16, it's slowing down a lot. I have a few priorities and things I want to touch on so that everyone knows exactly what they should be doing if they're strategic rushing to this point as well. But the main one is definitely going to be equipment. I'll be touching on a couple of things with equipment, like whether you should be buying it with gems from the shop here, as well as just what equipment you should be upgrading in general. I'll also show you what my attack strategy looks like and what changes I'm planning to make now that Town Hall 18 has released and what that changes for strategic rushing in general. This could possibly be the last video I make on this series for a little while now, since when you get to Town Hall 16, you do have to start upgrading some of your defenses to get those merge towers placed. But the most important thing is definitely to start with equipment. But I won't be going into the blacksmith for now. I'll actually be going over to the shop. So every epic equipment becomes available to purchase with 1500 gems a couple of months after it's released into the game. However, there's very few equipment that I would suggest buying this way. The main one is the one that I already have, and that's the electro boots. The reason the electro boots are good to buy with gems is because unlocking them completely changes the game for you, as the RC charge is by far the strongest strategy in the game. The other reason is that it barely costs any ore to upgrade compared to a lot of other epics where you do want to have them at the highest level possible to get as much value as you can. For the electro boots, their aura damage, even at level 9, is already about 3/4 of the total damage that it can deal. So upgrading it all the way up to level 27 and spending nearly 500 starry ore is just not required at all. The self-healing and hit point increase is nice, but the aura damage is the main benefit from them. So you already get a majority of the value without spending anything. What this means for me is that I'm able to save up a lot of starry ore right now. Obviously, I have a bunch of ore to dump into these equipments, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But other than that, the only equipment that I'm getting is going to be from... Game crashes every time, I swear to God. I'm actually so done with the Google Play Games beta. It just keeps crashing every 5 seconds. It's so frustrating. I got my new tablet here, so I'll get it set up right away to be able to stream and everything on it, but like, Jesus Christ, it's annoying. Anyways, like I was saying, the only epic equipment I'll be getting is from medal events for the most part, since you get a free one every couple of months. If you really have a lot of ore saved up, the main equipment that I would prioritize getting is stuff like the action figure, magic mirror, rocket spear, or spiky ball. I can guarantee that none of the other ones provide enough of a boost or are versatile enough to be worth it in the long run to spend gems on. I really prefer spending gems on hard progression, whether that's through the goblin builder or researcher, or upgrading the builder's apprentice and lab assistant, since in the long run, upgrading offensive and defensive buildings provide a much bigger boost to your account. I'll be making a full gem spending guide in the next week or two, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that, and I'll go over everything and the reasoning for all my decisions here in detail there. With that out of the way, I'm going to go over what equipment I need to upgrade here. So first of all, at Town Hall 16 through 18, you need the giant arrow to be at level 18 to be able to take out those equal leveled air defenses. If you're on your way to Town Hall 16, I highly recommend saving up some ore to be able to do this and get your giant arrow maxed out right when you get to Town Hall 16. Next up, to provide even more value for my attack and make those RC charges even stronger, I'm going to be upgrading the haste vial a fair bit. The main benefits you want from the haste vial are these attack speed increases. Even getting it to level 6 is super cheap, and it gives you a huge 20% extra attack speed bonus. Looking at the Clash Wiki, we can see that the next attack speed increase is going to be at level 15, but that's going to cost me a lot of my ore that I have right now. So I'm just going to leave it at level 8 for now. Next up, I think the most important common equipment to max out in the game is the Dark Orb, if you're using the Minion Prince. Getting it to last the full 18 seconds and be able to slow down buildings by 50% can provide insane value. Now I'm starting to get a little bit low on ore here, and my two options are either to upgrade the Healer Puppet a little more or the Healing Tome. I think I'm going to go with the Healing Tome here. Upgrading the Healer Puppet would be nice, but to get it to the point where it summons 3 healers, I would need to get it to level 15, and I don't have the ore available to do that right now. The Healing Tome, on the other hand, is going to heal all my dragons up, and since the army I use just uses only dragons in it, if I can heal up 14 of them by even more health, that'll provide massive value to every single attack. So I'll get it all the way up to level 12 here, providing 120 healing per second for 19 seconds. The main benefit of the Henchman Puppet is honestly just just that it provides that invisibility like I talked about previously for the minion prince. So don't worry too much about upgrading this guy. And with that, I've spent practically all my ore. I do have a couple of star bonuses to claim, so let me get those done and we'll see if I can spend that ore on some other equipment and make this attack just a little bit stronger. Okay, well, no one was donating, so I don't exactly have all my spells and everything here, but we're just going to do the main strategy and I'll show you exactly how this works. So the main thing is to get in with the RC charge and take out either the town hall, some air defenses, the monolith, the eagle, scatter shots, infernos. You want to get as much value with it as you possibly can. So I have the poison lizard on here since I don't have the spirit fox unlocked just yet. We're almost there in the pet house. I do have the poison lizard because it will deal with those annoying heroes, and it does help deal a little bit of extra damage with the RC when it's not getting distracted by those heroes there. And then since I'm on a high health building here, I will pop the haste vial, not the spirit fox, sorry. Oh, poorly placed invis there, but I might be able to get the town hall down if I time this well. It's going to be very close. Let's just watch real quick. Maybe I can use the queen to help. Nope, I don't need to. I have one air sweeper aiming straight down, so I'll ignore that. And unfortunately, I did miss the back end giant arrow there. The monolith is just weirdly on the outside here. I'm not too sure why, but I will use the warden fairly soon along with the minion prince with that now maxed out ability to slow down everything there and provide insane value. I'm going to place this. I'm going to try and get it into the middle area here just to help out. Let's pop the warden now that there's a rage tower down. That will help my troops tank just that little bit extra. I'm going to drop the balloons just in the middle to do some distraction here and hopefully hit some bombs if there's any, activate the red vines and all that stuff. Normally you want to use your CC to get the town hall down, because if your dragons path into all of the poison from that town hall, when it gets destroyed, they'll go down instantly. They literally lose all of their health from it there. So you either need your warden's eternal tome to protect them, or you do need the CC to take it down there. You could also use a super yeti clone like I do on my main account there. If you've seen me do my ranked attacks live or anything like that, that is also a great option there. I just don't have the clone upgraded at all. If you do, then yeah, feel free to use that as well. It works great. But there we go. So we got easy 100%, not a hard base at all, but that is the main idea there. Honestly, the worst part about being free to play is having to wait 10 minutes between requesting troops. I think that's by far the biggest benefit of the gold pass. This is a slightly better base here. They do have their merged defenses and all that. So I am going to go in. I'm going to go for the monolith as well as the eagle there. That is the goal. Lost my mouse for a second. It gets kind of hard to see at times, but that's okay. Okay, it looks like I probably won't be able to get the eagle there, but that is perfectly fine. I'm still getting really good value with my RC here. Unfortunately, I do leave the town hall live there. All the air defenses are upgrades. This is quite an easy base to attack, to be honest, but that is perfectly fine by me. I will be using that there to just clear out the core and get rid of the invis tower real quick. I'm gonna place everything there with the warden on this side to try and protect all of my troops, as well as just place the minion prince right in the middle. There's the scatter shot, multi-archer tower, and multi-inferno. That'll be really annoying there. So once the troops get a little bit lower, I will pop it right about now. That protects from the eagle as well, heals them all back up with the healing tome. And the queen helps out getting rid of that eagle nice and early. My warden and my minion prince should be able to go in towards the town hall and be able to take that down with the help of the minion prince's ability here. So that slows everything down. I will rage everything, I guess, through this area here. Luckily, my queen's staying alive, so even if all the dragons go down to the town hall's poison, I will be completely fine because there's not really that much left on it there. Obviously, you have to remember I didn't have the CC. This base had no air defenses active. But you'll be able to see just how much damage the Town Hall Poison does to all the dragons here. You can watch their health go down very, very fast, as well as slowing down their attack speed and everything. It's insane how much damage it does if all your troops get bunched up on it. Nice and easy attack, obviously another easy base, but it's not ranked, it's not war. That's all you're really going to get there, right? A nice 150 gems for that achievement too. Don't mind that at all. Start saving up some ore, decide on what I want to upgrade next. I got the giant arrow and the dark orb already maxed. So those are going to provide huge benefits to my attack. The eternal tome, you don't really need to upgrade too much farther here. It only goes up to about 8 seconds and it's going to cost a lot of ore to do it. So I'd leave that one for probably one of the last upgrades you do. The haste vial is going to be a really good one to get upgraded, especially if you're popping those hero potions with your RC. Stacks better with a RC that deals more damage. The more damage she deals, the more the attack speed increase will actually benefit her there. We'll have to wait and see what the next medal event brings for epic equipment. Obviously, I have so much Star Ore saved up. Destroy the Star Ore meteorite to get a little bit extra, actually. Next up on there, I did want to talk about the pets a little bit. So I'm upgrading Diggy right now. I'm working my way up to the Spirit Fox. It's going to be a couple of weeks until I unlock the Spirit Fox there, and then I will just prioritize upgrading it all the way. And like I said in my pet upgrade guide, the Spirit Fox is definitely the one you should prioritize at Town Hall 16 and up, but there actually is a caveat to that. If you do not have the E-boots, I would not prioritize the Spirit Fox. It's actually pretty far down there without it. It is a very strong pet, don't get me wrong. You can pair it with other things as well. Invisibility is always going to be really, really good, but I would prioritize other things like the Phoenix would definitely be number one. I would probably prioritize Diggy and even Frosty over it. So I would probably drop the Spirit Fox to the 4th pet you would upgrade at Town Hall 16. Personally, I just feel that you get a lot more value, especially from the Phoenix with that survivability after the fact on the King or the Minion Prince, or Diggy, who you can pair with even your Warden to stun those defenses for your other troops that are attacking. These other troops just have a lot more viability, while the Spirit Fox is kind of more locked to the RC in a way. It definitely isn't bad, don't get me wrong. There's other use cases for it. It could even be good on the King like this. But personally, I just feel like you should really prioritize those 3 other pets before you do the Spirit Fox if you don't have the E-boots. Now for upgrades at Town Hall 16, as most people know, to get to Town Hall 17, you do need to have the Eagle Artillery maxed out. You're also going to need to place those 2 merged defenses each. So 4 of them in total. For me, I was completely hard rushing to Town Hall 16. The reason for this was all the ore that you get from your league bonus. And due to the league floors, getting to Town Hall 16 was very, very important. Now, when it comes to rushing, one thing that changed with Town Hall 18 is that suddenly it's not as important to get up to that max level town hall right now. If you are a paying player, if you're buying stuff like the gold pass and getting all those books every month, getting to Town Hall 18 is still your number 1 priority. But if you're playing free to play like I am on this account, then one of the benefits of rushing, which is better magic item value, doesn't really apply as much to you anymore. You're not getting enough books where being at that highest town hall is the biggest priority in the world. The main benefit to rushing for free to play players is the benefits of having those high level troops, heroes, spells, and even those super strong defenses right off the bat. But with Town Hall 18, stuff like dragons didn't get another level. So those are still just as strong at Town Hall 17 as they are at Town Hall 18. Now the heroes are only getting about 5 new levels per Town Hall. The benefits you get from popping a hero potion and having your king go from level 1 to 105 compared to level 1 to 100 is like barely 5%. On top of that, all the new troops and spells, if they are overpowered, you can still get those at Town Hall 17. You don't need to get to Town Hall 18 to be able to upgrade your spell factory and unlock the totem spell. As well as the fact that the war wind bonus here wasn't increased with Town Hall 18. It's still capped at this amount here. This is the maximum you can get for attacking a max Town Hall 17 or attacking a max Town Hall 18. As well as the fact that army camps did not receive a new level at Town Hall 18. The only negative is that you cannot get that 4th spell slot in your clan castle. But at the end of the day, the 1 extra spell slot is not what's going to make or break every single attack for you. So with that in mind, if you are free to play, obviously work towards getting Town Hall 18, but it's not as much of a priority as it would be for a paying player who's getting all those books that they're going to need to spend and want to spend on those very, very long Town Hall 18 upgrades. If you're following along, you might have your offense a little bit rushed like I do. I'm missing 2 levels on each of my army camps, so 40 housing space. I did have to catch up on my blacksmith as well as my lab and my clan castle. Now let me get into what you should and shouldn't upgrade once you get to Town Hall 16 here, since you're going to be here a while. First off, I would get the clan castle up to level 11 like I am, but I would leave it at level 11 since level 12 only gives you that 1 extra siege machine capacity. Obviously, get your lab up to level 14 as soon as possible to be able to unlock and upgrade those troops to the Town Hall 16 level. You'll especially want your dragons to be upgraded as far as you can get them before your power potion and hero boost runs out. Make sure you are joining the leagues. I did find out that joining later into the tournament sign-up cycle actually gives you a much easier league and a much higher chance of promoting compared to signing up right when it begins or having auto sign up on. I don't really know why all the bad players seem to sign up at the last second, but I don't know. It works for me. It it worked on my main account, so it's my new philosophy here. Obviously, it's going to be really hard to promote in these leagues, especially with such a rushed base, but if you get good attacks in, you do have a pretty solid chance if you have a fairly inactive league. Other than that, you do need to get all your gold storages to at least level 13. This is when you get to 16 million total gold capacity, and that'll be just enough for you to upgrade to Town Hall 17 when you need to, as well as place those merge defenses and get your eagle up to max level there. As for your elixir, I haven't really checked Clash Ninja in a while on this account, I will say. Okay, so now that I updated it, the most expensive elixir upgrade you're going to need to do is the dragon up to level 11 there, which costs 14 million elixir. So make sure, like me, you have that available by getting 2 elixir storages to level 13 and 2 to level 12. Next up, make sure you get your pet house all the way up to level 9 there. Get that spirit fox unlocked. Don't worry about the angry jelly for now. You can leave it at level 9 and not upgrade to level 10. That's just kind of wasting your time at this point. You will, however, need to get that dark elixir storage upgraded. If we look back over at Clash Ninja, maxing out the spirit fox is going to cost you 230,000 dark elixir. Being able to store that much dark elixir is going to require your dark elixir storage to be at level 7. Next up, the hero hall can still stay at level 7. Once you start upgrading those heroes, that's when you're going to need to upgrade the hero hall. So make sure to check what level your heroes are at and what level they can get to with whatever hero hall you have. The blacksmith can stay at level 8. If you do want to get some of those epic equipment maxed out, then you can get it up to level 9 there. The only thing level 9 does is give you a little bit extra storage capacity for all your ore, as well as allowing those epics to go from level 24 up to 27, which I have a feeling you probably are not at that point yet. So I wouldn't worry too much about that until you're about to get there. Of course, the army camps, you do want to max out ASAP. These are going to be my next priority here as soon as some of these other upgrades come available. The other priority is the eagle. Right when you get to Town Hall 16, trust me, you need to start working on this. Keep one builder on it 24/7 once you get to Town Hall 16, and if everything goes right, you should be able to pretty much max out all of your offensive upgrades, as well as get those 4 merged defenses placed right when your eagle maxes out, and then you'll be able to get up to Town Hall 17 at the perfect time. Other than that, you could go and unlock that brand new totem spell, which is extremely overpowered right now. However, getting this upgrade is going to cost you 24 million elixir, and it takes almost 2 weeks to complete. I don't think it's worth it right now. I definitely foresee them nerfing the spell, so I wouldn't prioritize upgrading that right now and wasting like 20 days doing that just for them to nerf it into the ground. That's one thing you want to be careful with as well. As for if you're going to Town Hall 18, from my testing on my main account, I believe the dragon strategy still works fine. On Friday, I'll be streaming all my ranked attacks live, so we'll see how that goes. But even without receiving the new level, they're still extremely strong troops. You just have to play a little bit differently now that there's guardians with the Town Hall and it doesn't actually attack itself. So we'll be doing some testing live and see how that goes. But from what I can tell, this strategy will still be completely viable. Of course, if you didn't realize already, you're going to need to max out 4 cannons and 4 archer towers here. How many times is this going to crash while I'm recording? This is ridiculous. Like in 30 minutes, it crashed twice. So personally, my plan is to get all these offensive upgrades done while upgrading the eagle 24/7. And then once the offensive upgrades are complete, I'll switch my 4 other builders over to working on these merge defenses here. You can also actually wait to place these merge defenses until you're about to start your town hall upgrade. So you can place all 4 of these with 4 builders, and then your last builder will be the one that's working on the town hall. Then you can get up to Town Hall 17 as quick as possible, unlock those really strong defenses that provide a huge defensive boost to your base, as well as unlocking the final upgrade on your army camps and gain even more power out of your troops in the lab. But yeah, I don't know when my next video on this account will be. I feel like I've kind of covered everything up until Town Hall 16 here. Obviously, you can come by my Discord. We have a whole channel dedicated to rushing discussion, and people ask any questions they need about it, so you can help others out or get some answers if you need them from me or anyone else in the community who's been super helpful. I really wish there was more for me to do on this account, but unfortunately, the game is really slow at this point. I know I've already been repeating myself, so it would only get worse and worse the more videos I would make on this account. Once I get up to Town Hall 17, of course, that will change a little bit. There will be more stuff to discuss there, but as for now, I'll just be discussing it on my streams. I'll be discussing it in the Discord. Make sure you subscribe, come and check out a live stream. I'll be streaming on Friday there, all my ranked attacks on my main account. I'll let you guys know the time a day in advance, so it'll be sometime tomorrow that I'll post it there. But other than that, this account's looking good. I mainly just need to start focusing on the builder base, because I'm not gonna lie, I've been completely ignoring it during Hammer Jam. I really need to get on top of that again. We're working on fixing our schedule here in getting everything more set up. And yeah, I'll just be slowly working on this account, getting it up, but I have been prioritizing my main account a little bit more with Town Hall 18 and Hammer Gem and all that. I had a lot of builder potions pop. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you again soon, and yeah, I'll see you later.